Mm. Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jewel and Dorit here.
Hello.
And welcome to the Essetino Weekly Mastermind episode number 75. Our intro was not working, so we don't know what happened there. And we're just going to have to skip it today.
Yeah, so no dancing before the live stream, but maybe a little bit after you could do some dancing on your own.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, that was really weird. But welcome everybody to another weekly mastermind. It's Thursday. Happy to be here hanging out with you. My name is Orit, for those of you who don't know. And this right here is Jewel. And we are founders of Essetino Artists, where we help you simplify your marketing so you can amplify your results and make more money doing what you love. So we host these live streams every single Thursday to hang out with you, to mastermind, to share your wins, to see what you're working on, to see how we can help you progress forward. And if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. And yes, so let's get started. I see we already have
let's pass it over.
Some people hanging out here. Lisa, aloha.
Aloha, Lisa.
Aloha, Lisa. Nice of you to join us. I'm glad you could stay this evening. Usually have to leave, so that's nice. Hope you're having a good evening. And we have Teddy here. Teddy, hello. How's it going? And by the way, guys, please feel free to share your wins with us. So every single week, we ask you guys, what have you been working on? What has went really well this past week? What are you excited about? What milestone have you hit? What are you proud of achieving, accomplishing, moving things forward in some sort of way? We'd love to hear about that.
Sorry, this is going crazy in here.
What's happening?
I'm trying to share it to our Facebook group.
Oh, it didn't post in the group either?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
StreamYard's glitching out today. That's probably why people aren't seeing it here. And we have Dawn. Hello. No music, no dance.
I know. Sorry about that.
Bummer. It's okay. Put on some music after the live stream and start dancing. You don't need an excuse to dance, right? You just dance. Hello, Timothy. How's it going? How are you? Happy to see you here. Elisa says, I'm a little bit sad, but I will get over it. I'm not sleeping in the bed now. I'm sleeping on something else now. Sad as in you do gotta leave? You won't be joining us for this evening? All right. Yeah, so we're just sharing the live stream into our groups. Yeah, it seems that StreamYard has been acting a little glitchy. Last week we had the audio issue, so we made sure to come on early, like before going live, just to make sure. Because that was the weirdest thing, after doing it so many times, it just decided to not turn on. So I'm glad we at least have audio today.
I know.
Yeah.
So let us know about your wins. And Arit, why don't you share some wins for the week?
Yeah, sure. So this past week was super busy. It's still kind of going on. We did a live stream that we told you guys about previous week. We did a live stream with Investor Life, which is one of our clients actually that we manage their YouTube channel, and we do a lot of graphic design work for them. And they invited us to come on their channel. They also host a weekly live stream, and they interviewed us. And from just being on that live stream, just talking with Tiffany, our client, and just sharing what it is that we're up to and what it is that we do, we actually had quite a few people reach out to us and, message us saying like, oh, I could really, I've been thinking about starting a channel. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Or even some people who are like, I've been wanting to start a course. I've been thinking about this for a while, right? We always hear the same thing over and over again. It's like people have had this idea that they've been holding on to for a long time, but they just don't know how to get it to there, right? To point B, to where they want to go. So this past week, we had a bunch of those calls. We booked discovery calls with with those people who reached out to us. And there've been like, that's a win in my eyes, like just having those calls and chatting and talking about, sharing our experience with online courses, with YouTube, with how we have been able to grow our business online and have the channel feed into our products and services. You can see when the light bulb goes off when you're speaking to them.
Mm-hmm. There are trends that we see in talking to so many different people, clients, students. There are things, there's people that can just go and they can just do stuff. And then there's people that are having a harder time because there's a barrier. And it's all stuff in the brain. Like it's all mental. Everybody has their thing that they're trying to work through. And it's cool because we can see it from a higher perspective, because we see a range of people, a whole range. And we're like, oh, okay, you're over there, you're worried about how you're going to look on video. Okay, this is how you can get over that. Or over here, the technical side. Okay, this is how you can get over that.
Troubleshooting different areas.
Yeah, because we've literally seen and heard all of the excuses about not being able to follow through with something.
Yeah, well, it's tough. Like when you're first starting something, right? You're first starting a new project. From myself too, like you're scared to make mistakes, but I've learned like it's
actually a great asset to make mistakes.
You have to just push forward, and it's good to make mistakes because that's how you progress. Mistakes is progression. It is moving forward. And I mean, we have to learn that over and over and over and over again to really get it. So it's normal. It's normal to feel that way about starting something new and like being afraid to make certain moves because you're not sure if it's the right move or you're not sure how to make that move. It's totally normal. It's just a matter of getting started. Like that's the biggest thing that we talk to like everyone about who gets on a coaching call with us, or someone who saw a YouTube video or saw us on a live stream or whatever the case might be. It's all about getting started. It's that first step.
Let's go back to the comments. Aloha, are you in Hawaii? So that's probably directed at Lisa. And I believe that Lisa's in Boston. I believe.
She just likes Hawaii, as do we.
We've got Rye in the house. Hey, Rye, how's it going?
Hello, hello.
We've got Roland. Hey, Roland. Love the emojis.
Hi,
the
Roland.
Festive emojis.
Yes. Very on brand with the holiday season.
And we've got Phil in the house. Hey, Phil.
Hi, Phil. How's it going?
I've noticed that they make the emojis like black and white now. They don't make them color.
They show up differently on
Interesting. We've got Brenda in the house. Hey, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
You excited for Creator Conf? It's happening on Monday.
Yeah, that's coming up next week. We're excited to be attending Creator Conference. Brenda and I keep forgetting something baby. Her name is Pam. I know that because she messaged me. So Pam will be joining us to Creator Conference.
Last week was a really fun live stream, and late, like 2 hours after the live stream, I was watching it again and I was laughing so hard because it really was loud. That music really was loud. Yeah. Our audio was bad.
We didn't realize how loud it was. Fun. You guys were being so polite. I think Ellie was the only one who was like, whoa, that's loud. Because that would have blasted your ears out if you were listening to this live stream with like headphones or something.
Win for Roland. Many positive, really nice comments on both channels today.
Nice.
Even Facebook messages from people I don't know from my new channel. So I decided to start a Facebook group for the new channel. Awesome.
That is so cool. Yeah, creating your own fan group for CF Moto Rider, right? That's so cool.
Timothy said, Jewel and Ari, your circle of influence is growing exponentially. It's exciting to see. Yeah, you know what's really interesting was we had a mastermind call where we just joined this private mastermind, and it's a paid thing.
Yeah.
And you have to actually apply to get into it. They're not going to accept everybody. They have to see that you're going to be like a serious candidate, go-getter, contribute, take action, and that kind of thing. So it was a very premium price to get in. And we just had our first sort of collaboration meeting where you spitball things to help each other. You're not directly working with each other like on the same project, but you help each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it was for a drone school, and one of the guys like works with Tony Robbins and Oprah and did some work for them. So it was like really crazy that we're going to be speaking with them, and it's really cool.
Yeah, it works out pretty well because they could use help with getting organic traffic to their online course through YouTube. So we know all about that, right? And then we could use a lot of help too in other areas that they've excelled in. So it's actually, I'm glad that we got put into that group. It's like everyone's in this mastermind, but then they separate them into separate groups of, I think it is 3 or 4 members. So yeah, that's going to be a weekly thing for us.
Yeah, and it's our first time being part of such an what I think is an exclusive mastermind group to get into.
Yeah.
It's very structured, which is good. That's what we want.
We're learning lots. Like we've been sponges for, I think this whole year has been such a learning curve, a huge learning curve. Last year, around this time, we were doing the whole ClickFunnels thing. So we were doing that one funnel away challenge where we were setting up our own funnel and learning a ton about that. And this year, it's like even more so diving deep into selling online courses and just everything that goes along with that. So it's like such a learning curve has been this entire year. And it's not just learning the material, but also putting it into action. And we've learned a lot from the actions that we've taken too.
Mm-hmm. Dawn says, amazing. We've got Scott in the house. Hey, Scott, how's it going?
Hi, Scott.
I see you live streaming more and more now. That's really cool. Timothy says, my super chats have amounted to almost $100 total for the past 2 weeks. It is exciting.
Amazing.
You know, a lot of people don't turn on their super chats, or they don't realize it, or they don't put a donate button, and people do want to give you money. It's crazy.
I think a few of you have started doing that buy me a coffee thing just from attending these live streams, and that's probably rolled in some extra dough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's so cool, Timothy.
That's
awesome.
I see your growth as well. You were making a comment about us and our circle of influence growing. I see you taking action every week. You got something to say. You've taken action on something, and it's paying off, and that's really cool.
How is the course coming along, Timothy? I know you're working on that. Roland says that's mostly because I'm creating a Christmas video for CF Moto Side Rider. Nice. Cool. Special Christmas edition.
Brenda says, I'm excited about Creator Conf. I'm waiting to see which options are available so I know which ones I want to attend. Yeah, same. We want to be strategic. Like, I'm likely not going to be attending a TikTok talk.
No, TikTok talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're also waiting for the agenda to see what breakout sessions they have. I forget the times that it goes, like it's from a certain time to, I think it's like an 8-hour thing, but separate sessions, obviously.
He said, Dawn says, I noticed YouTube advertising itself for itself. YouTube is highly successful. Why does it advertise? Well, they probably want to reach more people. And do you remember what specifically the ad was about? Was it about YouTube Music or?
I was going to ask you that. What
Premium?
Feature are they?
I know that they want people to get on YouTube Premium and pay a monthly thing so that you don't have to see the ads.
Yeah, what product were they advertising, Dawn?
Phil's win this week is I have been offered another free power tool from a new company this time.
Nice.
Always nice to receive free stuff. That's amazing.
Super cool. So you're doing a dedicated video for them too? That's really cool.
We've got Jojo in the house. Hey,
Hi,
Jojo.
Hello, hello.
People are all saying hello to each other. And Lisa's saying she doesn't live in Hawaii. She lives in Boston. Her favorite word is aloha. And the comments are...
Okay, right here. Timothy. Timothy says I'm about 20% done. Cool. With the voiceovers for the course. I will keep going until it is done. No excuses.
That's
I love it.
Very good when you can say no excuses, because there's a million excuses.
Yeah. We were just talking with someone today as well who has the entire curriculum for the course, but what they need help with is starting to film, right? And starting to put things together, starting to actually hash out the content for the course, because it's all great if it's in theory and if there's an outline and everything, but you actually want to bring it to fruition, right? So it's yeah. Oh, one thing I did want to share on this live stream is something that someone said to me. I can't remember exactly what it is that they said, but I remember the lesson that it was learned. We were talking about our past stories of how we were supposed to be a nurse and a doctor.
They thought that was interesting.
And it was so we were talking about how we were, going to school for this stuff, and then I went to UBC. I went to the University of British Columbia for taking all those pre-med prerequisites. So all the courses on biology and medical stuff and everything in order to get into med school. And I was saying that was just, I did a complete 180, right? Since all of that. And they're like, well, actually, all of that discipline and all of everything that you've learned from going to school there is not lost because of the amount of discipline that it took you to be able to take those, do those assignments, study hard. And because all I did was eat, sleep, study, repeat. That was my life, every single day, day in, day out. I had full day classes and stuff. And I was like, yeah, you know what? That discipline is actually what I'm taking into my business. All these years, I'm pretty disciplined when it comes to doing work. And I can
way more than me.
Yeah, I could sit at a laptop for hours. It's terrible. It's not something I should do, but I literally can, because I'm so focused and so engulfed in the work and solving the problem. That's I will not move from the chair if I have not solved the problem. It's a bit of a stubbornness thing.
She's really good at that.
Yeah, so that discipline is I thought that was a really cool thing, that she made me see that from a different perspective. You know what? That discipline was actually a gift for you and your entrepreneurship because of how focused and dedicated you are. So that was really cool.
I had to learn the discipline. I was not disciplined with myself or with learning, and that showed in the beginning of my entrepreneurship journey. So if you watch my video where I talked about when I got fired from the last job I ever had in 2011, it's a whole 20-minute thing. It's a nail biter, and I would recommend having some chips or popcorn while you watch it, because it's pretty good. And when I lost my last job I ever had, and I was like, I'm free. I'm my own boss, and I set the hours and this and that. And for the first bit there, I didn't have structure. I didn't have good habits. I would just watch movies on my laptop or television shows and then do one little thing. I couldn't get myself in the routine that I have now, and it took time. It took mentors, it took courses, it took videos, it took a lot of learning to get to the structure that I have now.
Mm-hmm.
Arid already had this structure.
Yeah. I have to discipline myself to get up every so often so that my back doesn't break.
Rye says, Dawn, ad revenues download.
Supply chains issue. If they have nothing to sell, no need to advertise. YouTube has been filling the space promoting itself. Oh, interesting take on that. Maybe. That's very interesting.
CNBC spoke about this?
Mm.
Oh, regarding Facebook as well. Interesting. And Rye says, by the way, I love how many people here are members, team spirit. Yes, thank you to all the members here, the channel members. We appreciate it.
You guys are amazing.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Thank you for your support. Yeah, like an unboxing and review video. Cool. For the power tool. I like doing those kinds of videos. It's a bonus.
I like doing unboxing videos too. They're fun. You literally just unbox it and describe your reaction. Timothy says, Jewel and Arit, do you remember the trials and tribulations of filming your first online course you both made? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was in Arit's room in front of a closet, and it was with a $10 webcam from Radio Shack. No microphone, no external microphone.
This is a social media course?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Arit locked herself in that room and recorded all these videos, and then I edited all of them. And I don't remember you really having a hard time.
Really? Like stumbling on words and stuff? Oh, you know what? You know why? I scripted that course. I think that was the only course that I scripted. I think, yeah, I because it was my first course, I was like, I can't just go on the fly. I have to really hash out the outline and the script for each one of these videos. I want it to be good, and still perfectionist to this day, but even more so back then, like not being able to let go. So that was probably why you didn't have to cut so much.
We're actually for those of you who are in the YouTube SEO course, we are revamping and redoing the entire thing. It's going to be the best course we've ever put out. We're going through a transformation right now.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it up like we never have before.
We want to help more people get to their first $1,000 from their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So, this is where we excel, is making money from our channel. And it still blows my mind that in comparison to a lot of other bigger channels, we are making more money than them. And a lot of other courses out there only focus on getting more views and subscribers. So,
in doing research,
yeah,
we were doing a lot of market research, right? Seeing what's going around town, right? And Arit noticed that there's a lot of people who have a lot of subscribers and a lot of views, but they can't make a dime off their channel.
Huge pain point for people. And huge. Like people doing their channels for 2 years or more, and they're not making any money from their channel. And it's mind-blowing, and it's a pain point for us to hear that.
Our goal is to get our people's channels to their first $1,000 a month. That's our goal. We want as many of those as possible to get you to your first $1,000 a month from your channel, whether that be from Google ad revenue, affiliate, sponsored, merch, courses, services. We want to get you there.
Yeah. And SEO is part of that journey. So there's going to be SEO in there. And we're really going to get down to it and make this course so good. And we're really excited for that. That's going to be our 2022 project.
Mm-hmm.
It won't take the entire year, but
no,
it can't. But yes, that's what we'll be focusing on in the beginning of the year.
Teddy B says, I lost the last job I ever had to. I know I say it so weird, right? I don't say oh, my last job that I was fired at. I always say the last job I ever had. I always make it so dramatic. It was dramatic. It really was.
Yeah.
The way it happened.
It's a good story.
Yeah. And that's so cool that you became a YouTube influencer. That's amazing. Roland says, I didn't always have my work ethic either. It kicked in around 12 years ago.
Nice. Kicked in like just randomly, or did something help it kick in? How did you get your work ethic 12 years ago, Roland?
Shout out to Alan. Good morning, Jewel and Marie, watching
Hi,
from the
Alan.
Philippines. And also congratulations to you, Alan. I saw that he opened a cake shop bakery in the Philippines. And I saw that it was in
Oh.
the city of Bulacan. And that's where my dad's from. That's where my dad like was born and stuff. So, and I think his family's still there. So my dad probably knows like where your bakery would be. I forgot to ask him when I saw him today.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Created
he
a
opened like a
bakery.
cake shop bakery.
That's awesome. So like custom cakes and stuff, or Filipino pastries,
I know.
coffee.
It was so cool.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Don says,
Yeah.
wow, SEO reboot, exciting. It is very exciting because we are going to be adding in so much more content to this, because we really want people to go through it and succeed. Like it's so deep rooted in us to see people succeed with their channels.
Yeah, we're really going to think hard about what are the sequence of what is the sequence of things that people need to learn in order to get to their first $1,000 from their YouTube channel. And we're going to be diving deep into each of those things. It's like, you know, us guys, we love to do step by step. So everything will be very sequential, very step by step. Do this, do this, do this. And yeah, we're really excited about it too.
Roland says, amazing. And here's the cool thing. If you already have the course, you'll be grandfathered in to the reboot one. So,
yes.
Yeah.
That's a great push. The first 1K anything is always the hardest. Exactly.
Yeah. And we want, that's what we're noticing.
Yeah.
Is 1K is not too far out for people to believe, but it's also a push for a lot of people with their YouTube channels, because there, like I've mentioned before, there are YouTube channels that I see that have more subscribers than us, literally hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and they make they barely make $500 a month from their YouTube channel, and that is mind-boggling to me. That doesn't make any sense to me.
It should not be, for sure. So excited to see the new revamped course. It is great now so far, so it'll be amazing.
Yeah, we're learning a lot from this new mastermind with only being in it for just over a week. And instantly we realized our marketing was all wrong and we need to change it up. And we need to do so many things, but it's all for the good. So this is our journey. This is our journey for course creation that we're going through.
Yeah, we're all in our own journeys, right? Like, yeah, we really need to work on our messaging in terms of this course. So yeah, we're learning a lot about that, a lot about messaging and marketing the course and all that kind of stuff.
Don says, Teddy B, I want your logo. I want to make your logo an NFT. Well, I think it's
that'll be a cute NFT. Little teddy bear.
It's from, but
it's a Care Bear.
I believe it's Care Bear, so it might be like already copyrighted. Rye says, Jewel, so true, amazing. Remember the last job, lol. YouTube is better if people can make it through the grueling volunteer phase. Yeah, a lot of people don't get through that, and that's why you need to create a channel on stuff you like. You need to do stuff you like, not just, if you don't have a YouTube channel, fine, but you just need to, that will carry you through all the crap that happens in life and what you're going through.
Yeah, that is the, like, doing that research in what YouTuber pain points are. Yeah, a lot of it was like people they're doing the channel on their passion, and that's really the only thing that's been pulling them through the entire time, is that they're creating videos on what they love. Like, that's what's kept them going the entire time, because family and friends will be like, what are you doing? Why are you spending all this time doing your YouTube channel when nothing is really coming from it? And we've heard that, like, our clients, actually, people told that to us, actually, from our family and friends, and like our clients as well, like spouses of our clients. And it's just, you got to just know what to work on. You have to know what to focus on. And because otherwise you will be spinning your wheels for a long time without seeing any return from it.
There was one story where we had a Christmas party with a group of our friends. They invited us to. And this was maybe 9 years ago. So it was in the very beginning of our entrepreneurial journey. And that's when we were 24/7 obsessed, and we were like, we can only work on work because we really wanted to make it. And they invited us to this Christmas party, and we were in downtown working at Arit's dad's office because he had an office down there and he let us use it. And we were working in there until 10, almost 11.
Late at night.
And we didn't show up on Christmas Eve to the party until almost midnight. And by the time we got to the party, everybody was like falling asleep in front of the TV watching, the Christmas movies and playing video games. And everyone looked at us like we were crazy. And they looked annoyed because we didn't arrive until close to midnight.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I get it from that
yeah.
side. But we were just so driven and so focused with trying to make it.
Yeah.
Roland says improved mindset, Uri.
Yeah, that'll do it. Improved mindset will make everything better, not just your work ethic, but a lot of other areas in your life.
Ellen says, hi, Jewel and Uri. Last month, I reached 20K subs, and I was so happy. I worked really hard for it. But now that I reached it, it seems that I'm tired and burned out.
Mm-hmm.
Any tips to get me on track? So I would actually say, because you worked so hard for it, and I know I get it. It's happened many, many times. And it's like when you reach the finish line, sometimes it doesn't feel as great as when you were racing towards the finish line.
Yeah.
It was actually the sprint and the run, the traveling to it.
It was the pursuit of it.
And then you get to the end and you're like, oh. So right now, as you're feeling tired and burnt out, I would say take a bit off, relax, enjoy your new shop that you've got, your new cake shop. Enjoy that. Enjoy the holidays. I know the Christmas is big in the Philippines. Celebrate and just come back to it. I don't know how long of a break that you want to take. Usually I take 1 week off breaks in segments. I don't take too long of a break because I don't want to fall off the horse completely. I usually take 1 week to recalibrate, and that's usually enough for me to be like, oh, I want to come back in the game. I want to come back.
Ask yourself what's next.
Yeah.
Right? So you reached 20,000. And it was the pursuit of that really excited you, among other things, probably. But ask yourself, what's next? How can I grow next? Like, what is it, doing something differently in terms of your video production, creating a new type of video? Is it just being really excited and dead set on the 30,000 milestone marker? Is it, figuring out how to monetize all of these views and subscribers that you have? Like, create a new goal for yourself that is going to get you excited, that's going to get you motivated. Definitely take that break. That's like, we need to do that sometimes to refuel, to get our creative juices back, our creative energy, to reflect and ask yourself these questions. It's so important because you need to just take a time out and get clear on, okay, what's the next step? What's the next vision that's going to get me excited here?
Mm-hmm. And a lot of entrepreneurs talk about this as well, is you gotta set it up for yourself, because the same thing slightly happened with us. Like the first 1,000 was like we hit 1 million, which we haven't hit 1 million, right?
It was the most
and
exciting
then when
thing.
you get to 20s, like 22, like 20 was also pretty big too, but then like 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 wasn't really like, oh my God, you know? So there's hit and miss sometimes with how excited we get with our subscribers. I know I'm going to be excited for 50 because I really want that one. But recently we just hit, 43, and we're going to hit, or we're at 44. I don't even know right now because I'm not so fixated on it because I'm wanting the 50. And so you just have to recalibrate. It's all about recalibrating. It's okay. It's totally normal. And just take a break. Just take a quick break. We actually had a coaching client who also felt burnt out from filming while on vacation. And they got overwhelmed and were like, just take a quick 2-day break. Just relax for a second. Enjoy the beach. Don't think about filming. And then come back to it.
Be kind to yourself, right? Like you need to get yourself, you need to refuel and get yourself back up to an energy where you feel like ready.
And also work on finding things that give you energy, because clearly that took energy out from you. So find things that give you energy. For me, it's cooking, it's doing art, doing crafts, going on adventures, editing vlog videos. Like when I film the vlogs on my GoPro, I get energized by that. I don't get drained. So you have to pay attention to the things that take energy from you and the things that give you energy. And maybe it's baking cakes in your shop,
Yeah.
Timothy says, I will take a babinka. I totally even forgot what that even is. I know it's some sort of Filipino dessert, but I forgot what that is. I didn't eat too much.
Alan, I will take a pandesal.
Oh, God.
I know some too. That's all I know. Pandesal.
Teddy says,
and ube desserts.
Got wiped out by a Cat 5 hurricane, then lost my job 2 months later. At 62, found you and started watching. Wait, so it was like
history.
Cat 5 hurricane. I didn't know this. Cat 5 hurricane.
Yeah, he's mentioned it before on
but
the
in
channel.
This trajectory, Cat 5 hurricane, lost job 2 months later. At 62, found you, started YouTube, made $1,000. What? That's so cool.
That's the sequence of events. What a story.
I didn't know that. Now I'm going to say that.
I was going to say, I hope you share that with people. It's really inspiring. And, it's just a story of bouncing back. Volunteer phase for me was 3 solid years of posting videos every week. Yeah.
Everybody's journey is different.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they're in the mastermind that we're in. They also have videos, like course videos that explain things. And the one guy, he did an amazing video. I'll have to rewatch it again so I can explain it better. But he did an amazing video of why you can't compare yourself to other people, because there are too many factors to compare someone to, and that your journey is your journey. And so I'll rewatch that and get more solidified on the points so I can explain it better. But I know a lot of people like to say, oh, that person got to their YouTube fame in less than a year. I want that too. The thing is, for our YouTube journey, it took 3 years. It took 3 years before we really started earning. And then from the 3 years, and then the year after that, and then I think we're on the 5th or 6th year, and now it's just like exploded, and it's getting faster and faster in terms of what we can get out of our channel.
And for some students, like their trajectory is like less than a year. Their channel explodes and they start making all of this money. So it's really, it's different for everybody. You gotta compare yourself to yourself last month or last year, rather than comparing yourself to someone else.
And I re-watched so I'm coming back to the Atomic Habits. I remember mentioning it earlier last year and also this year. And there's an interview with Ed Milet and James Clear, who is the author of Atomic Habits.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one part in the interview where he's talking about just focus on getting 1% better every day, whatever that is, whatever, like it could be health, it could be fitness, it could be having a routine, it could be whatever you want, business. And rather than getting 1% worse each day. And there are people that are getting 1% worse, and they crunched the numbers, and apparently it was like if you get 1% better each day, it's a 37 something percent increase. But if you get 1% worse each day, you basically go down to 0. And that's what they tell you to focus on, because 1% seems achievable, right? 1% ends up adding
doable.
up. Yeah, adding up. That's what I feel like Timothy's doing. You're getting
Micro
1%
steps.
better. And you know, before you would say, "Oh, I'm putting together my email list," and then now you're telling us things like you just got. Last week you said you got a certain number of super chats, and then now it's like it's going to hit over $100 in super chats, and your things are starting to grow. You know, your wins. So that's really cool.
Each one of those is a brick, and you are building an empire, right? Those micro steps, those micro actions make a huge difference.
Lisa says she's sleeping on a queen air mattress. Whenever I sleep on air mattresses, I wake up and it's deflated and my back hurts.
Nice.
Roland says, my wife is very supportive and she always encouraged me. She kept saying, I know you got this. We've been monetized 1 year now and earned $10K in ad revenue alone.
Incredible.
Roland, you are amazing.
And you're so fortunate to have someone who supported you through that journey as well.
Mm-hmm.
So fortunate. A lot of people don't have that.
And Roland also received his first Amazon affiliate check in the mail.
Nice.
I know. The first one's always like, whoa. And then now
I think we did a video on our first check. We were so excited. We did a video sharing.
Yes. And then they come more frequently after that.
Yeah. That's excellent.
People are congratulating
Roland.
Roland. Congrats.
Amazing.
Thanks. It just proves if you stick with this, it works. Yeah, we notice a lot of people give up way too easily, way too soon. You haven't given enough time. Dawn says Dr. Jewel and Dr. Arit orders a chill out. Arit was more likely to become the doctor than I was. I was nowhere near that.
I could have, but I wouldn't have been happy. This is just so much more fun.
Phil says, I always go for a long walk. That helps me reset. It really does. It really, really does. When you just step out for a second and there is science behind actually being outside, breathing in fresh air, looking far distances. Like, I don't know the exact science of it, but I know that it helps you.
Yeah, that's also one on my list. Going for a long walk. Singing for me energizes, dancing,
cooking,
reading,
art,
puzzles.
Yeah, listening to specific people like Gary Vaynerchuk, Ed Milet, Mel Robbins. I've identified
for sure.
certain people that give me energy, and then I go right to them on YouTube when I need it.
Keep a list of what energizes you. Keep a list of things that, like with something, if you're just not feeling it, if you need an energy booster, if you just need to change state emotionally, or just have something, like do something differently, if you're not like feeling stressed, any of those things, you can look on your list and be like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a puzzle. I'm going to take a walk. I'm going to work out. I'm going to, do something.
Or I purposely will watch a movie that I know will make me laugh. And it doesn't matter how many times I've watched it.
Watching something funny.
For me, The Hangover, like Hangover 1, 2, and 3, I know they're stupid, but they make me laugh. The Zach Galifianakis is hilarious to me. Or Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect is good.
Dawn
Chicken
says,
adobo.
I love adobo. Yeah, that's so crazy. You know, so many of the foods. My parents used to
I like
make
chicken
that
adobo.
all the time. I think they made it last week.
Palabok, lumpia. These are all good Filipino foods.
Arai says, I find that by setting rules on my time online, it's helped a lot. For instance, Friday after 4 p.m. to Saturday, I do not do YouTube. Haha. It has seriously helped set boundaries. Yeah. And because if you know you can't stop or you need to set those, because then you'll just keep going and then you could get burnt out again.
Never ending. Like for us, I only put on the calendar availability for bookings from Wednesday to Friday, because if I open up the entire week, there will be absolutely no time to do anything else but coaching calls. And so we need to set time aside to work on our business as well as fulfilling, these client orders and the coaching and everything. So yeah, same sort of idea, setting boundaries.
There's a funny joke because my sister wanted to book in a call with us when we were helping her set her baby shower.
Yes.
Well, we just made like a joke and we're saying like, oh, book into our calendar link. Yep. And then
we'll send you the link.
She's like, oh, do you have a calendar link booking open on Saturday? And we both freaked out and we're like, no, we can't open. If we put an availability for you to book on Saturday, and because so many people have our booking link, and like people totally
will book in
book
on
the
Saturday. We're like, no, don't use the booking link. Just tell us when you want to meet.
Yeah, we're just doing like a joke with her. Timothy says, I agree, Rye. Setting online boundaries does help retain structure. Yes, having rules, having certain rules.
Yes. I'm still a work in progress, as we all are.
Alan says, thanks, Jewel and Arit. Awesome tips. I will take your advice, definitely. In the event both of you visit the Philippines in the near future, I'm going to send you cakes, ubi, and pandesal.
Excellent.
Yeah, I do want to go to the Philippines again. That is technically my homeland, as my parents are from the Philippines. So it is my ethnic background, and I do want to go back.
I love ube ice cream. Very good. That's cool, Alan.
Teddy, go ahead.
Yeah, Teddy says Hurricane Michael was the most powerful hurricane to ever hit Northwest Florida.
Wow.
And we were at ground zero.
I can't imagine. There was like
I don't know what that's
one slight rainstorm here, and it scared the crap out of me.
What? Or this year? This rainstorm?
Yeah, the one that we had recently,
the floods.
And it just gets so
Hurricane Michael probably was way worse. Great advice to read of the dangers of comparing ourselves to others in the space. Yep. Bad news bears all day long. Exactly. It could take you down so fast.
Well, that's what happens with social media, right? When especially Instagram, and you're just comparing people, and just know that people are only going to post the best of themselves usually, and they're not going to post like the crap moments that do happen.
Yeah.
So yeah.
A lot of people, we've had students who, because we have our Facebook group, our private Facebook group for our YouTube SEO course, and quite a few people, they're not in there, but they're in the course because they're like, oh, I don't have Facebook. I boycotted Facebook, or I'm on a social media, what do you call it? Like a pause or something right now.
Cleanse or something, they call it.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's
detox.
It's a lot more prevalent than we think, all this stuff.
That's why if you don't have a strong mindset, you might feel bad when you see all that other stuff on there. Like when I see stuff on Instagram, I don't get like jealous or like, oh, I want that or I want this. I'm happy with my own life, and I'm comparing my growth to myself and where I was 10 years ago and where I am now, even where I was last year and where I'm headed towards. And I'm just focused on the enjoyment of my own journey.
I think a big part of it is of jealousy and like feeling sad when you're looking at those photos, is that you don't believe you can have it. But you know what, like for me, I believe anything is possible, anything. And so when I look at these photos on Instagram, it's like, I want that. I'm saving that for my vision board. You know, like I know I can get there. I know I can have it. That person has it. It doesn't mean that I can't have it. The world is abundant. Resources aren't limited. So yeah, I think that's a huge thing. This is just people don't believe they could have it.
Timothy, shout out to you for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You're awesome. I love hearing about your growth truly every week, and I'm seeing it. Like, you are such a great action taker, and it's really showing.
Yeah, you're awesome, Timothy. Thank you so much for your support. And Dawn as well.
Shout out to Dawn. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Both of you gave us super stickers, actually.
So cool. Thank you. Is this a new icon? I don't remember seeing.
No, it's the one where it's like a pear. A pear's doing some curls.
Nice. The pear's working out because I didn't today. And that's why I'm feeling it with the pear workout. Thank you so much, Dawn. Really appreciate it.
So Roland's asking me, Jewel, are you keeping up with the Earl Nightingale video? So I will tell you the truth of what has happened with the Earl Nightingale video. And I got to day 93 of listening to Earl Nightingale every day, every single day for 93 days, which is about just over 3 months consistently. And I will say that around day 70, I started to not be as into the audio. I started to tune out to the audio. I'm not sure if it was because I listened to it so many times that it was just not registering, and my thoughts were going somewhere else. I was thinking about other stuff. I wasn't being negative. I wasn't being negative at all.
You're just not hearing it the same.
And here's the thing. When I got to the day 93, I was like, I think I'm good. I think that the audio has embedded itself into me, and I think I'm good. So I did stop. I did stop at day 93, and I've been fine. Like, I didn't want to keep listening to it, even though I didn't want to listen to it anymore. Not because I didn't like it, but because I felt like it had already become a part of me. It's hard to explain, but like, I feel good. I'm good.
Like that happened to me 30 days listening to this. And yeah, I wasn't as serious about listening to it on the daily. I never had a goal to listen to it for 365 days, but listening to it for 30 days was really, really good, because just going through your days after that, like when the audio isn't there, you still hear Earl's voice, like almost like a coach or a mentor, someone sitting in the back of your mind, responding to things, responding to your thoughts, responding to what it is that you're doing. And it's encouraging. And I think that was the point. It achieved its purpose.
Yeah. It like embedded itself into my habits and everything. I hear Earl's voice every day without actually having to play the video. When I have certain thoughts, when I'm doing something, making a decision, I hear the audio constantly, his voice. Yeah. And it's not to say that I won't listen to it again. It's just, I think it was like, that's all I can say, is that it was a good experience. It was great. And I do still recommend it for people, but it's not like I'm taking a break from it, because it's like a part of me now. So I think I'm good.
I started listening to another audio after that one for a bit. It was also it was actually Bob Proctor doing kind of like a commentary on one of Earl Nightingale's programs. So similar kind of concept, but said differently, and also said from Bob Proctor. And he explains things differently than Earl does. So
it's like similar, but not.
Yeah. So I found that quite helpful to listen to. It's called Lead the Field. That's what it was. It was like it's a video on YouTube as well. And yeah, Earl Nightingale had a program called Lead the Field, and Bob was explaining the concepts behind it. So I was listening to that for a little bit each morning. But yeah, I think it's like I each video, each like book, every piece of content that I digest, it's just good to plug into it, daily. Like it's okay to be different pieces of content, but to plug into that mindset daily in different ways as much as you can. It's gonna, because you're positively brainwashing yourself.
Yeah, I think I
It's
did.
going to serve you well in the future.
I heavily brainwashed myself in a good way. Brenda says, thanks for all the shares, suggestions, and questions. I always learn one new thing on these live streams and feel encouraged. I was just comparing myself with someone else. Now I've changed my focus. There's no point, because you're literally different people, different circumstances, different stuff, different learnings, different. It's like,
it's not a fair comparison.
Can't.
It wouldn't be a fair comparison. Yeah.
And you've grown so much, Brenda. It's amazing to see that. Like, what are your subscribers at now? You're going to be at 200 soon, I bet, or maybe you've already passed that.
You need to amplify yourself, and that will be unstoppable.
You are amplifying yourself with each video.
Yeah. This entire journey is an amplification of yourself.
Oh, here we go. Brenda, do the live stream. We will all support you. If you want to, Brenda, we invite you to be on the live stream here.
Let us know when and where we'll be there.
It'll be a new experience for sure. It'll be scary, but
if you want to do it.
Yeah, like no pressure.
No pressure. I watch a food review channel called The Trips. They're from Burlington, fast food reviews. They just started doing Jollibee's reviews.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Philippines fast food chain?
Yeah, so they have one here now. It took them forever, but yeah, Jollibee is a fast food chain from the Philippines, and it's like a McDonald's, but not, because they have different stuff, but it's like that, where it's like popular like that.
Oh, okay. Have you been there?
No.
Oh. Has your parents tried it?
I'm probably the most not Filipino. If that makes sense.
Have your parents tried it? I'm sure they
have. Yeah. Brenda, just amp up 1%. We will give you 99. Oh, that's nice.
Brenda, also, we were talking about like work in progress and stuff earlier. Our journeys are a work in progress. You have to give yourself permission to be a work in progress. It's okay to be a work in progress. You have to keep telling yourself that. And I know this because I recently learned that this year, and I have to keep telling myself that, like, it's okay to be a work in progress. You are enough, and you are on this journey, and you're growing in your own trajectory on your own path. And, again, compare yourself to yourself last month or a year before, not to someone else, because it's not a fair comparison.
It's almost pointless to do that.
Yeah.
Teddy B says winds of 150 miles per hour and gusts of 219. That is very scary.
This building would fall over. If that happened here, that's insane. Wow. Nickelback syndrome.
Rye said Nickelback syndrome, Jewel. Hear it too many times and it all becomes trash. That's mean to Nickelback. I actually liked their songs. But
it's kind of funny. Wow.
Okay, maybe not quite like Nickelback, haha. Maybe nothing will ever be overplayed quite like them. I know that, they got totally...
They do have some good songs. They do. But it was just funny the way you said that.
We've got Tracy in the house. Hey, Tracy, how's it going? How's the monetization going?
Good night, Lisa. Lisa's heading out.
Good night, Lisa.
See you in the next live stream.
For sure.
Have a good night.
I actually love, Nickelback, they were from here. Yeah, they were from British Columbia.
From Vancouver.
Yeah.
Vancouver or Victoria, one of the two. Victoria
somewhere
is the
in
island.
BC. Yeah. Oh.
I love that. Give myself permission to be a work in progress. Yeah. I will always be because I will always grow into the next challenge. Yes. Like we're constantly a work in progress. Like when I'm 80 years old, I'll be a work in progress, It never ends. You can never get to a destination in this lifetime. It's just all a journey, and it's just all it should be a fun journey of growth and creativity and like learning. So I found that I kind of use that as my mantra. Sometimes I give myself permission to be a work in progress, because sometimes I enter really high pressure meetings, or like really high pressure circumstances, and it can be intimidating, but like I just have to tell myself, I'm enough. I deserve to be in this moment because I got here. The world wouldn't give me something that I can't handle. Mm-hmm. I'm here for a reason. I'm here to do good work. I'm here to grow. I'm here to learn.
And Brenda, we actually use you as an example when we're speaking with our private Zoom calls with our coaching clients or anything like that. We use you as an example, and we let them know of how you started and how you had spent all that time planning and prepping, and then finally you had the guts to put yourself out there on your YouTube channel, and it's now paying off, and you're getting subscribers, you're getting fan base, you're getting people that like your stuff.
You're impacting people positively.
You are also changing people's lives, and we share that with people who are scared to take action, because we have these calls with people and they're like, how do I put my first video out? How? And it's like, for us, it's very easy. For us, we'd be like, just upload it, but it's very daunting to them, and it's very scary. So we use you as an example, and other people in this group as well, as an example to help push them forward.
Yeah. It's stories like that, like hearing each other's stories. This is why we're, doing these masterminds and in this community. It's hearing each other's stories, growing with each other, that just keeps everyone going. Keep going.
I like to see that everybody's having fun in the comments. There's a party going on in the comments about Nickelback.
I want to be a rock star.
Only 2 shows till Christmas. Yes, only 2 more shows till Christmas. And I forgot to share my win. It's not a business win. I like to share other wins as well. And check this out. I got my 3rd Conqueror medal. This was the 2021 version of the medal. And all these medals I'm walking for. So I like walking. And this one was, I believe, 133 kilometers. So I walked 133 kilometers to get this medal, and this is the 3rd one. They're like my prized possessions. I like collecting them. I have 3 so far. I've shown all of them to you guys.
So cool.
They're like, I showed them to you guys every time I get a new one. So I have 3, the Pyramids of Giza, Mount Kilimanjaro, in the 2021 version. I'm working on another one right now that I'm attempting to complete before the end of 2021. And I'll share that one with you guys when I get that one too. So yeah, that was my win. And also, I want to show my nephew because he's grown so much. Check it out. Here's Dominic.
Oh, what a cutie.
He's half Hungarian, half Filipino. So yeah, those are my wins. Hanging out with this little guy. Saw him today. My medal. And all the other business stuff that you guys know about.
Roland, you said there's a Nickelback song you really like. Is it like a common one? Is it one that was on the radio?
Is it Photograph?
Is it? Oh yeah, that song.
Thank you.
There's one that I really like called For the River. It wasn't like a mainstream one that was on the radio, but it was really good. High energy.
Thank you. Yes, I'm very proud of these medals. There's a lot of kilometers being walked here. Okay. And yeah.
We get it. Yes, absolutely. You wouldn't have these medals.
This is 72 kilometers. This one is 97 kilometers. And they're all like separate. They're like not like overlapping or anything. And then 133 kilometers.
Do you have a favorite one?
My favorite one so far is the first one, which is the Pyramids of Giza, because when you open it,
the scarab.
You can open it, and inside is the scarab. And I have this fascination with Egypt and the mummies and pyramids and stuff.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Roland saying, "Can I do this walk where I live?" Yeah, they're virtual, Roland. So you can walk wherever. You can be outside, indoors, wherever, and you choose. There's so many different kinds of medals to choose from. They just released the Great Wall of China, which I'm going to be doing in the new year.
Yes, super cute.
Show me those medals again, Roland. You're being obsessed right now. Hold on. Okay, here, I'll show you the front and back of these two. So this is Giza and Kilimanjaro, and on the back, right?
So cool.
Is as Arit would say, the zebra.
And not zebra.
What do you call this? Pharaoh? Or
Pharaoh,
something like that. And then the Conqueror one. They're going to do a new one for 2022, so I'm going to get that one too. So these are all my medals.
Jojo says that's a ton of awesomeness.
I know, I'm like doing show and tell right now.
Always.
My medal and my nephew.
Yeah. Or some art piece, diamond painting.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, whatever makes you happy.
Yes.
Photograph. I know, right? Awesome.
You guys are hilarious.
I know, everybody. Dominic is so cute. How heavy are they?
That's a good question.
They're pretty heavy.
They are pretty
I would
heavy.
say you don't want to walk around with these on your neck all day, because it probably hurt because they're that heavy.
But you do need to do a photo wearing all of the medals.
Yeah, I do.
All of them. At least like, what, 5 or 10? What are you going to get to? That would be a really cool photo.
The thing is, I can't keep up with this company because they release like a new one every month, and I don't sometimes, like, some of them take really long.
But they don't get rid of them, do they?
No.
Okay.
No,
yeah. So you can still gather them.
Oh, Anubis. Yeah. I know. The Mummy was once my favorite movie.
Oh, okay. So that's not a pharaoh. Something that you see in a papyrus. I know that because we used to have papyrus paintings or portraits in our home in South Africa. Anubis.
I once met a zebra named Deborah. Oh God, we've gotten.
I will laugh at the dad jokes because they're so funny. Oh, good one, Roland.
Rye said we need a Jewel and Arit vlog channel. That would be interesting. Yeah, it would. Aureus.
Yeah,
that would be your alternate ego.
That's my Egyptian name. Aureus.
Yeah, that would be funny. It would be a ton of meetings. Me sitting on the table editing videos, visiting my parents, like going to all the different coffee shops here in Vancouver. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You like
it would, yeah. Laptop. I don't know if it would be that exciting, actually.
Probably not now, but before.
A lot of laptop life, sitting at a desk, every so often, like going for a workout or a coffee shop. But yeah, because like before COVID, we would go.
That was more
traveling all the time. We'd go everywhere.
Yeah. All right,
guys.
Well, it's funny
This
to see
was
all
fun.
the
Dealing with 104 degrees temperatures,
that would have been entertaining for you guys because we were
but
not having a good time.
for us.
Yeah.
That was insane. Insanity. Almost 50 degrees Celsius for us.
It's almost like when you think about it, you don't want to talk about it because it was that crazy.
Traumatizing.
All right, guys.
Jojo likes the dad jokes too.
Dad jokes.
Dad jokes, yes. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for spending time with us this evening. Always a blast. We love it. We love hanging out with you. Thank you so much to Timothy and Dawn for those super chat
chats.
donations, and each and every one of you for showing up.
And this was the 75th week of live streaming.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Amazing. Incredible. And some of you guys have been with us from the daily quarantine days, the daily live streams. So thank you so much once again. We'll see you again next week, next Thursday, 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Eastern. Hope you all have a great rest of the week and weekend.
Bye, everyone.
Bye for now.